Why do we have serendipity? First of all, serendipity is based on an old fairy tale about a king that had 2 sons. And he said, "Sons, it's time for you to go out and find something good." He said, "How will we find something good?" He said, "You'll know it when you find it." And that's a serendipitous moment. So hopefully when you come in here, that's what it means, that you'll have a fun time, at least a pleasant experience. You won't be sad. And why did we start it? Because I'm a registered nurse, and the regional center in Norfolk where I was working, which is a psychiatric hospital, was getting ready to close. And I was in the Army, I was at Plainview, I was at Creighton, Nebraska, I was at Plainview Manor, and then the regional center for 31 years, and I just didn't want to learn a new system. So I'd always wanted to do porcelain painting, so I had started taking classes, and when they were going to close the regional center, I thought, well, this is a time for me to change. And so, as it turned out, the lady that had owned this before me, her husband had a heart attack. And then so it came up for sale, and there you go. That was another serendipitous moment. And so we came in here and we changed the decor. This is exactly what I had in mind. In my mind, it just came out just exactly like this. I was only going to do porcelain painting and coffee for a few friends. It's gotten to be a little bit more than that. Now we have breakfast and lunch and catered meals and showers and birthday parties and just fun times. And that's exactly what I wanted it to be, a place to gather. After alumni, where they can come down here and they can visit and they can talk. Hopefully they feel comfortable when they come in here, that the atmosphere is such that they feel comfortable. I still do porcelain painting. I have a place upstairs that has my kiln. My paints go from home to here, back and forth, but that was originally what it was supposed to be. They mean like the picture, so I painted that little guy. And this is still porcelain stuff, but this is like raised paste, and then you paint that with gold. That was just a little fun thing to do. That was fun. And I painted the horse. That's there. And then I wanted to see if I could paint this duck to look like it was in water. To me it does. I don't know if it does to anybody else. And then, so just so that you don't think that I only just do, so I painted that plate right there too, so it's not all just animals. So that's really why I bought this, so I could do more painting. So I've got to do my time management a little better, because I'm not painting near as much as I want to. So why would I want anybody to come in here? To be happy. Have a cup of coffee, and you don't have to have just coffee. You can have tea, you can have lemonade. We have other things. You don't have to be limited to one thing. However, at dinner time, I have one thing, and you either take it or leave it. Not really true. I'll give you anything you want to eat. I don't want you to go away hungry. And for the community, hopefully it's a place that they're proud of, that they are happy to say, we have a serendipity community that we can go to. Future plans, well, I don't know. Somebody asked me the other day how long I was going to work. You don't know that. You keep working, because why would you just sit around? So I like to visit, I like the people, I like the conversations, I like to cook, I like to paint. So as long as I can do all those things, I will. Future, hopefully somebody will continue on after I'm gone. I don't know what they're going to do with all this junk in here, but that's their problem, not mine. We started in 2004 is when we bought the building. It took us a year to redo it, and then so we opened in September 2005. So it's been 16 years, and it's amazing. But we've met lots of interesting people that stop in, driving through the stage or whatever. Interesting people like you guys, students. And that's what the fun part is. I think if I was in a quick shop of that, you would just say, what do you want? Take your money, and I don't know if they even say goodbye to you. So here it's a little calmer, and it gives you time to talk to people and find out who you are. The floor is the original. That fireplace we put in, they used to have a bathroom that was in the sitting area. And I did not think it was nice to have to go to the bathroom, have everybody sit out here, and then who was going to the bathroom. So I wanted it on the other side of the wall, which we made that bigger. That used to be a wall. Those two white doors were upstairs. They were just in this junk that was upstairs. And we used those. There used to be an office that you kind of stepped up 2 steps, and there was an office in that corner, which of course was not going to work if you're going to have coffee. And then we built this bar, all of the tile on this bar, on the booths, which we also built, on the front door inside and out. All was downstairs because as a hardware store, they used to replace things like that. And so they always had to have, in case something broke, they had to have it fixed. So we used the fleur-de-lis as our kind of symbol because on that counter, you'll see that there's only one tile that has one fleur-de-lis. That's all there was. So we figured that must have been a sign that we need to do that as our little spot on the roof, I guess. And then the back part, the very back where the kitchen is now, Earl Foster had added that onto the building when he had a shop that he did antique, he refinished and did antique stuff. And so when he put that out there, I'm quite sure he just thought he would just add it on and that would be that. So it doesn't have any vents in it. There's no heat or cooling. So that window that you can see back there, we thought we'd open that up for a little ventilation, and that ends up being, when we took the walls down, that was the outside window. That would have been the glass in there. Walls are 3 bricks deep. It's perfect for serving. And I think people should be able to see, if you're cooking in that kitchen, they should be able to see you cook, because I don't want anybody to think that I did anything bad to their food. And the back door, lots of people come in the back door, and my thought is that if you can't come in my back door, you really shouldn't be coming in my front door. We put this stairway in because at one time when we first started, I thought I'd have consignment stuff upstairs and have other people sell their stuff, but we're busy enough as it is, so I just use that for stuff that I have. Sometimes we have meetings up there. Those stairs are a lot harder to go up because they're 11-inch risers. The old stairs, which are in the back, are only 7-inch risers. I don't know if people were shorter then or if they're taller now, but it's easier to go up the back steps than the front steps. And when they opened that opening to go, that of course was all solid ceiling. When they opened it for the stairway, it's petrified cottonwood. And so when the saw started sawing, I thought they were going to burn the place down, but they didn't. They had stringers, which are the support for the upper story, because it's this expanse. And where those metal things are, they are 12-inch stringers across it. So the building was well made. It's lasted 100+ years. It was started like in 1902 or 1903, somewhere around there. And so it's been a good building. It has good bones. Feels nice. We have a elevator that is run by a wheel and rope. That's the only way you can get to the basement. But they used to haul all of the like washers, dryers. They had bulk seed, and so they use that. So that's why I think in those days that people used to work off on the energy that they used to have by going up and down that elevator. So yeah, we built that booth, and then it's an angle because we had some men in this town that thought they should lean up against the bar. And they do, but it's kind of hard to eat off of it because it makes you sit back a little bit further. But most people eat here at the table. We have Wanda is a full-time employee, and then we have Nan who's part-time, and Paula is part-time, and Nancy Knappersack is part-time. We have various other people work over there. So we have different groups that come in for coffee or different groups that come in and play cards. But they all seem to get along so far. Haven't had any arguments.